What's up, gals and pals? This is OTR Mic Drop, aka the Oracle.
This is Jay. It's Jay. This is Jay on a Wednesday. Jay on a Wednesday.
Hey, yo, this is Trey, aka Treyway, aka OTR Trey, aka Monday/Wednesday night Trey. Yo.
So we just gonna be straight up honest with y'all. We just had a 20-minute conversation, pretty much talking to ourselves and not y'all.
That I do not have the mental fortitude to go back over.
So just to give y'all a quick recap, CM Punk is fired. Jay has a revelation that this is all BS, that CM Punk really isn't fired, that AEW is trying to pull a wool over our eyes. Me, I feel like it's true. Trey feel like it's true. Mark Henry says some words. Kevin Nash says some words. Tony Khan, he's acting like a little smug, thinking that he is scared for his life, but we all think that that's fake and baloney. Then we're going to go ahead and fast forward to the AEW All Out pay-per-view, where Better Than You, Baby, just they retained the ROH Tag Team Championship. Chris Statlander retained the TBS title. Samoa Joe retained the ROH television title. Let's see what else happened. John Moxley is the All Atlantic. Is it still All Atlantic or All International? All International
All
title.
Atlantic International Champion.
Yeah, that thing right there. Yep, he retained it from the longest reigning champion for that title, Orange Cassidy. So now we were talking about.
I guess we about to get into payback.
I don't know, guys. That sounds like a quick summary right there.
Sounds about right to me.
Hey, JD.
That gave me a headache, just him running it down in 2 minutes and 50 seconds right there.
Shit. Hey, why it look like Finn Balor rocking our hat in JD's picture?
It do.
But yeah, man, let's get into payback.
All right, so we'll start with this to get it out the way.
Oh yeah.
Next. No.
Hey, well, shit, you talking about next? That was top 3 matches of the night.
I said I was just playing.
Oh
yeah, that was actually a pretty good match.
It was a great match.
By far the best match of their feud.
Oh yeah,
because one of the best women's matches we've had in a while.
Yeah, it didn't start with them talking.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up.
Oh. Shots fired.
So do y'all think Trish is done now?
No, she's not done because she's still on the new Monday Night Raw, the opening.
So yeah. I think she got about maybe 2 more matches with her former protege.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I think that might be
well, I don't know. Based upon Raw, it looked like Zoe Starks and Shayna might end up becoming tag team.
I hope not.
We're gonna talk about that.
But did you see the bruise on Trish's forehead?
Yeah, Becky was slamming the hell out of her face.
Good Lord. I was like, dang, she got beat up. Like she was purple all over.
Bro, when Trish was hanging upside down from the cage.
Yo. I was like, yo, she got a strong cord because I'm telling you, anybody else probably would have slipped and fell.
Mm-hmm. And then And then her turning on Zoe, that was expected. It was good.
Yeah, that needed.
Give Zoe the rub.
I mean, can you really say, you can't say that she really turned on Zoe? It was more like she took her frustrations out on Zoe, and then Zoe was just like, "You're not about to blame me for for your failures."
Yeah,
after I tried to help you.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say she turned on her.
Right.
All right. Well, she said, "Screw you." How about that?
Pretty much. There you go. I like that.
All right. What other match we want to talk about, JD?
All right. Let's see. Let's go to the archive and see what we're working with. Are we gonna do a match?
Well, let's talk about the BS of how the Intercontinental Championship was defended the next night on Monday Night Raw.
Hey, I was at that Raw. It was great.
It don't matter. It was a great match, but that was a payback level match. And the fact that matters that the fact that match took place on Monday Night Raw, you knew that Gunther was going to win.
I'm trying to figure out why
he broke the record.
Why the mid cards are not pay-per-view now.
Well, they're not. Mysterio and Theory went at it on Payback.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah, they had a match.
But before Saturday, the mid card titles have only been defended on live TV.
Yeah,
maybe just give them something to do.
Or the fact that to
see a title.
Yeah,
the entire pay-per-view, we've only had one title change.
Yeah. So next,
Raquel and Rhea.
Give me your thoughts.
It was a good match.
Who's the strongest?
Yeah, it was pretty much just who's the stronger one.
Well, after the way that the tag team championship went, we already knew who was gonna win.
Oh yeah, we gonna talk. Oh yeah, and we gotta talk about the MVP of the night. Hey boy, Dirty Dom, MVP of the night. He helped save and become champions. Him and JD McDonough helped. But we're gonna talk about the tag match later. But as far as this match, I think it was good. I think it established Raquel as a legitimate contender for the title. We'll talk about the rematch that they have coming up.
I think she's gonna be the one to take the title off of Rhea, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but when you think it's gonna be the next time they fight? Like Judgment Day just got all those titles.
Yeah, so I mean, Rhea's not gonna drop it till WrestleMania. So I really think that if she does drop it, I think that Rhea, to me, is the most logical person that can really like pound for pound match her, and unless they decide to really give Shayna a push and let Shayna try to beat her, but
or unless Bianca goes to Raw.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was a great match. The one thing that I don't like is, and you see this in wrestling a lot, you saw how dominant Rhea was when she beat Charlotte for the championship at WrestleMania by herself, didn't need any help from the Judgment Day. But now, anytime she gets in a little bit of trouble, here comes Dom helping her out. And because he got body slammed by Raquel. So now, I don't know, do you think that's, do you like the transition of how when a person is a heel, they go from being so dominant to needing help every single time they fight?
But that's the same thing that's been going on with the Bloodline for 3 years.
I don't like it for that. I don't like it them either.
I'm just saying though, that's the normal. That's the normal.
I'm asking, do you like that? Like, do you like that?
I mean, I don't, but
because Gunther doesn't need help.
Yeah, but Gunther has several times during his matches had Imperium come out and interfere when he was on the brink of defeat.
Yeah, well, I can't.
It's not every single match.
The last 5 times he defended the title, he's done it by himself. He sent them niggas to the back.
Yeah.
But he's done. But honestly, he's the only heel that really doesn't use outside help. Unless if it's like a TV match, maybe. But if it's like for his title, he normally doesn't use help. I don't know. I just like when they make a strong heel. If you start out as like what they call a chicken shit heel, I could respect that. But if you go from a strong one to somebody that always needs help, I don't know. It kind of throws me off. I don't like that. But what you got, JD? Anything on that match?
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about the one behind you? Pause.
Well, we kind of already knew that Rey Mysterio was gonna retain. I mean, it was a rematch against Austin Theory. I did not see them putting the belt back on Austin Theory.
Nah, because Escobar gonna take that title off of
Well,
Rey.
that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Escobar was actually supposed to be the one to be in that match.
Right.
But I think he has like another week or two before he's actually cleared. So, I mean, we knew that Austin Theory wasn't going to win that match.
Do we see Escobar? Do we see a fair fight, just a fair challenge, or do we see Escobar and Legado del Fantasma turning on Rey?
Nah, I don't see them turning on Rey. I see it being a straight up him beating. This is going to be Rey passing the torch.
Yeah.
I think this is what this match is. They're going to use this match to kind of help get him over. And essentially Rey kind of passing the torch to him.
So you think it's going to be just a respectful one-on-one match, or do you think that the LWO is going to kick Rey out?
Nah, I don't see the LWO kicking Rey out.
You think because it's like Rey's coming to. I think Rey's coming to the finale.
Yeah, he's on the tail end of Rey's probably his contract is actually about to be coming up too, is it not?
I think so.
Yeah, so I mean, like he's on the tail end of his career. We all know it. He's already in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
he's one WrestleMania match away from pretty much hanging up his boots, hanging up the mask.
Well,
I think I think that Rey's going to retire because I think Rey's got to put Dominic over one more time.
Yeah. Dominic's going to retire him.
Yeah, he got to put Dominic over.
Yeah, I can. What's so crazy though? Like if I was the one really writing it, and you really want to put Dominic over, don't get me wrong. I do like the heel turn from Dominic, and I do like what he has been doing with Judgment Day, right?
Have him turn on Judgment Day,
but have him turn on Judgment Day and become the new leader of the LWO would be. You know what I'm saying? And he does that by beating his dad and retiring his dad, but not in a bad way. In the same fashion that Shawn Michaels did with Ric Flair.
Yeah.
In that fashion.
Got you. Yeah, I could see something within that state, like going forward, every match that Dom has been put in, Judgment Day has been like leaving him stranded, leaving him high and dry, or interfering.
When Rhea starts doing it, that's when he's really going to look at it crazy.
It could be something with like JD coming in.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like he could be slowly putting in like stuff in the Judgment Day, like
saying Dom is the weak link.
Exactly.
You saw if you watched Monday Night Raw, Dom was trying to recruit Jey Uso.
Yeah. But if you also watch NXT, Dom pretty much got taken out by Ali. So
yeah, and I could see something where it's like if they keep leaving them high and dry, Rhea loses, so she takes her frustration out on Dom. Rey comes, LWO is like, you don't need this. You got family here. We're your family. La Familia and stuff. And so during their match, he's like, I got to choose a side, and then he picks the side of LWO.
I can actually see that.
But it has to be in the match against Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, it's going to be in the match against Rey Mysterio. And then it's like they both going to have this thing like, let's do it for Eddie. It's going to be something within that.
Yeah.
Or the Judgment Day comes out to try to help him, and then he turns him away.
Yeah.
Saying I got this. And then he ends up beating Rey clean.
Yep.
So
I think the Judgment Day has to come in and they have to turn on Dominic, and then the LWO kind of comes out and kind of saves him.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a much better way of doing it.
But see, the thing is, we all know how WWE is. When I was at Raw, I was part of the crowd that was going crazy when every time Dom tried to talk.
But that's because he's the ultimate heel, you know.
With the heel heat that Dom has, like we talked about them milking things. I feel like they're gonna try to milk that as long as possible.
They are.
Like
you can't even hear him over the mic.
Loud.
I was going crazy.
I've never heard anybody get booed to that extent to where you can't even hear them speak in the microphone. Normally the crowd quiets as they start talking and get into.
I don't know how it came across on TV, but we was going ham in the crowd.
Right, you couldn't hear. You couldn't hear nothing you said.
Yeah, and so it's just as loud as everybody chanting "You suck" during Kurt Angle's theme song.
What you got back there, JD?
LA Knight, yeah. Versus The Miz with special guest referee John Cena. So,
how'd y'all feel about the opening of it with him and Miz going back and forth?
I mean, I didn't mind it because they were at one point they had a very, 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 very great rivalry. So this is my thing. So what was the purpose? Was it
great?
What? Their rivalry
great? It wasn't a great rivalry. What it was I was at the WrestleMania when The Miz defeated John Cena, and that was in Atlanta. Because it was also the WrestleMania where Edge had his last match before he announced his retirement. I think what it is they're using the history of the fact about it is that was Miz's greatest run, right?
Yeah,
and I think for the Miz, John Cena was his biggest rival.
By far.
For John Cena, no, the Miz was not John Cena.
No. John Cena, no. If anybody's John Cena's biggest rival is Edge or Randy Orton.
Yeah. I would say Randy Orton is John Cena's greatest rival. There's nobody that I would put over.
Shit. I think Orton. They've had maybe 8 title changes between the two.
That's what exactly.
So,
and I mean, I think what happened is that for a long time the Miz was trying to get back to where he had when John Cena was his rival because it did so much for his career. You know what I'm saying? John Cena put him over to a point where the Miz basically changed the culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you get that culture changing run, that hits different. You know what I mean? Like when Daniel Bryan had the yes, and that was a culture shock. Like that changed the culture of everything. I mean, you got all different type of sports and people doing the yes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when the Miz had the era of awesome, it was ridiculous, right? But now it doesn't hit the same anymore.
Right.
So I think that for the Miz, he needs this John Cena push.
So that was my question. Was it John Cena? Like, was it an endorsement for the Miz or is it an endorsement for LA Knight?
LA Knight.
I feel like it was
LA Knight doesn't need an endorsement.
I feel like it was an endorsement for the Miz.
No, I say. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. The only reason I just want to say real quick. I think it was an endorsement for the Miz because I think that the Miz is on the damn, he dropped off fast. I just think that the Miz is on the tail end of his career, and I think that the Miz after that last WWE Championship run that he had, I think the Miz is due for one more title reign. I mean, we all know that the Miz is getting into the Hall of Fame based off of his Intercontinental Championship run.
And he is a Grand Slam champion.
That too, but I'm just saying, like even though he's a Grand Slam champion, he's been more memorable for his Intercontinental reign. and
Oh
win
yeah,
this back for the Intercontinental Championship.
That's his title. Like if you had to talk about one title with him, it would be that.
Exactly. But do I think that he could pull off another run with the WWE champion or the World Heavyweight Championship? I think he could.
A legit one, not that fake one with
Yeah.
with Bobby Lashley. But no, I would say it's LA Knight because they were pretty much teasing an LA Knight John Cena match because John Cena is going to be around for a few months. They say he's going to be on like the next 8 SmackDowns and
Yeah.
it's going to be at that Super Show, which isn't going to be televised. That's only going to be for the people in India. But then he's probably going to be at the next
Wait,
PLE.
it's not going to be televised?
Mm-mm. That little Super Show is only going to be in. They're going to be shown in India. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, they were teasing it when they were getting up in each other's faces and stuff like that. Now I could see you saying maybe the Miz and John Cena might spark up a quick feud based off of this, based off the craziness that Miz was doing on Monday. But JD said keep going. His computer froze. But let me see. Well, let's go ahead and talk about the tag match then. Judgment Day with the full all 5 members of the Judgment Day defeating Sami Zayn and KO for the undisputed tag team championships.
All 5 members?
I mean, pretty much they all got involved.
Because to me it was 6.
Who was number 6?
JD.
No, JD would make 5.
Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, you're right, 5. But he's not a full member yet.
So. Yeah, he's not a full member, but he might as well be. Gave Priest the new Money in the Bank on Monday.
I honestly, this was my least favorite match.
I think it was too much going on.
It was just too much, man. The match itself, I was loving the match. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let Dominic get involved. Even Damian Priest, and because Judgment Day is going to do what Judgment Day does, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the moment Rhea came down and speared KO through the barrier, and then JD got involved again, it was just too much, man. It was a street fight, man. It was such a reach just to put those tag titles on Damian Priest and freaking Finn Balor that I didn't even enjoy it, honestly. I really didn't.
So that goes to my question of how do you feel the storyline with the Judgment Day has been going? Because this is just to advance their storyline.
So, I mean, okay, I think that for a little bit, the Judgment Day, kind of after SummerSlam, the Judgment Day was kind of in limbo. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like they were in like a weird place. Didn't know what to do because I really thought that Finn was going to beat Seth Rollins.
I did too.
Yeah, I really thought that Finn was going to win. I still to this day don't understand why they wouldn't let Finn win when they put Rollins in this feud with Shinsuke, which in my opinion it was mid, but we'll get to that in a second. I don't understand it. Like they missed that opportunity, and then they give them this uncertain future as if they're about to break up, just for them to hash things out and come together and win the tag titles. It just, I don't know, it just didn't make sense to me. That's one of the many missed opportunities that, of course, creative has done and created. And then on top of that, it took 5 people for them to win the tag titles.
Yeah, it did have them look weak.
It made them look extremely weak. Like, I don't know, man. I think they really decided to take the tag titles. In my opinion, I think they're trying to keep it hush-hush and keep it low, but I think KO is hurt more than what they really are letting on.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was the decision for the tag titles.
Yeah. And then we can go ahead and talk about it. There was a new acquisition that could be a new tag partner for Sami Zayn.
Which I don't want to see that. That's what I'm talking about. This brings me back. This is about to put me in another rant, right? What was the point of breaking up the Usos as a tag team for main event Jey Uso to come to SmackDown to get into another tag team. That's stupid.
So for those of y'all that don't know, Grayson Waller had his show, The Grayson Waller Effect, on Payback, and his guest was Cody Rhodes. And Cody said that he exercised some of his political power backstage, and brought in someone that and he was hoping that he made the right decision. And next thing you know, main event Jey Uso comes out to the crowd. He is now known as Main Event Jey Uso. That's in his theme song. That's it. That's what he's calling himself. That's a thing now. So yeah, Jey Uso is the newest member of Monday Night Raw. And what we're talking about is on Monday, when Jay came out to talk to the crowd, Sammy came out, and he's the only one pretty much that's rocking with Jay right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like I like the promo. I like the way that they cut it. Right, that part was fantastic. Him coming out, Sami Zayn, to me, there's nobody else that I would want to see come out and cut a promo with him than Sami Zayn. Especially, the ties that they had in the bloodline, and then Sammy trying to pull him and Jay out afterwards and everything like that, right? And even the whole, hey, that wasn't Uzi and me, and then they hug it out and stuff like that. I love that part. I also love the part where the fact of the matter is that everybody in the Raw locker room is looking at Jay up and down, and he got Sammy in his corner, like, hey, listen, it's his first night. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, just give him a chance. Give him a chance. He's advocating for him. I'm cool with that, but they don't need to tag team together, right? Let Jay run it by himself. If you go put him in there, main event Jey Uso, then come on. I think, and you really want to know, JD calls himself the Oracle. He called himself the Oracle all in one. Right here, since JD lost connection, Jey Uso's taking the Intercontinental Championship.
Oh.
There's no better way for main event Jey Uso to kick it off other than taking the Intercontinental Championship.
Okay.
And the thing that throws me off about this, right, is that everything that's going on with Jay, Jimmy's kind of like in the background, in the shadow, with this weird ass storyline that he has right now.
He about to fight AJ on Friday.
Nah, I know that, but I just don't care for the whole I did it, I betrayed my brother because I didn't want him to be like Roman bit. It's like it's kind of cringy right now, is it not? Or is it just me?
And it just doesn't make sense.
It's not hitting, you know what I'm saying? And then now he's in this weird limbo place with the bloodline. He wants to be with Solo, but he doesn't want to be with the, you know what I mean? Like he wants to be with the bloodline, but he doesn't want to be with the bloodline, right? Solo wants to attack him, but Paul Heyman's telling him to stop. And then he's calling Roman, and then they're trying to figure out, like, so what now? We got the bloodline going with Solo, Jay, or Jimmy, and Roman. I don't know.
Well, before we can get into that a little more when we speak about Raw, but I did want to go ahead and finish off the event with the Shinsuke versus Seth Rollins match. What'd you think about that?
I told you it was mid. It was a solid. I'm being generous. It was a solid 7.5 for me. Why you think this was a 5-star match?
5-star, absolutely not. But
okay,
I thought it was good. I thought it told a good story. Ooh, excuse me.
I mean, I feel like this, the way they're setting it up, they're setting it up for Rollins to be cashed in on with the Money in the Bank.
I thought that was going to happen because, they didn't show it because it was a WWE exclusive. But after Rollins won, Shinsuke attacked him after the match.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
thought that
even
would
on
have been a
Monday Night
perfect
Raw,
time. Yeah.
even on Monday, and
Well,
then you got Rio on there talking about now's not the time. The way that it's building up is building up for him to be cashed in on.
yeah, because I don't think that he's going to. I don't think he's going to lose the championship in a match, like
I
a
don't think
regular
so either.
one-on-one match. I think he is going to be cashed in on, because every time we think that he's going to drop this belt, especially now that his back injury has been a huge talking point. They brought it up again on Monday. He wasn't cleared to be there. Uh, they keep talking about it. He was talking about how Becky had to wheel him out in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
They're talking about this back for a reason. So one of two things is going to happen. Either he's going to lose the title straight. Well, one of three things. He's going to lose the title straight up or be cashed in on. That's number two. Or his back is going to get to the point where he's going to have to leave the company and he's going to get stripped of it.
Well, I don't think he's ever going to get stripped of it because he's a fighting champion, and as we saw
Well,
on Monday night,
if his back is too bad and he can't do anything, he's going to have to get stripped.
yeah, but as we've seen on Monday Night Raw, he's going to show up and fight regardless,
Mm-hmm.
whether his back is in whatever kind of condition it is. He'll rather show up, fight, and lose and get pinned versus relinquishing the title. I think what's going to happen is that we're going to get another match between Rollins and Shinsuke. Whatever match this is going to be a no disqualification, no holds barred type of match. You know what I'm saying?
Might drop his back.
and then in this match, of course, somehow, some way, Rollins is going to pull it out. He's going to win again, but his back is going to be so messed up that he just can't move. And then that's when we're going to get the Damian Priest cash in. Either way, he's losing to cash in. The way that they're building everything up, he has to get cashed in on. To me, it doesn't make sense of going this route with the whole bad back and the way they're playing it off unless he gets cashed in on.
What do you think, Oracle?
So, with the cash in, right? Mind you, I see it being successful, whether it's going to be on Seth or Shinsuke, the cash in is going to be successful, right? You think JD McDonough's wanting to be in the Judgment Day has anything to do with getting Finn another title shot and winning the title?
Yes. I believe so.
I never thought about
I feel like that's JD McDonough's like deep dive ploy to get in there, get Damian, because he gave Damian Priest the new briefcase, which I'm pretty sure y'all talked about.
So I think it's gonna be a triple threat match.
JD, so do you think that it was two different motives when he said that briefcase has got to go?
Oh yeah.
One was giving him the new briefcase, but the other one was literally saying that briefcase needs to go. You need to cash in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but now my whole philosophy is that he's trying to get on Damian Priest's good side to get into the Judgment Day. Everybody else is cool. Damian Priest is the only one that doesn't want him to be in Judgment Days. He gets into the Judgment Day, boom, that's his loophole. That's Finn's loophole to get another title shot if Damian Priest wins, because they've already had a conversation saying that if I win, you're gonna get a title shot. Damian Priest has already told Finn that.
Okay, so how about this? What's more likely? JD McDonough's entrance into the Judgment Day is how Priest gets kicked out or Dom gets kicked out. Which is more likely?
Hell, I'd like to see both of them be on LWO. They both Hispanic.
That's true.
That's true. No, so as of right now, I don't think anybody's gonna be leaving Judgment Day, right? Mm-hmm. I think that JD getting in there, I do think that it does create another aspect of we already know he has ulterior motives, right? We already know that his motive, he's motivated by Finn Balor to get into the Judgment Day. They keep referencing they've been friends for 20 years. Finn Balor trusts him, all of that. Okay.
Yeah.
So we know this. We know somehow, some way he's gonna be the next member of the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
when it comes down to the championship, I don't think that they can really have Finn Balor versus Damian Priest, because to me that is the end of Judgment Day for one of them.
Mm-hmm.
No matter who wins, that's going to be the end of Judgment Day.
All right.
So I don't know how they're going to play it. I don't know how they're going to spin it. I mean, I can see where JD gets involved in the match and then accidentally does something, then Damian Priest loses, and then Finn Balor wins the championship.
Think about when Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman had the tag team titles, right?
Yeah.
It took them losing the tag team titles for them to fight for the championship. Like, we were there. Like, they defended the tag team titles, they lost that, and then they fought for the championship, right? So just put that into perspective that JD McDonough is so-called the reason why they lose the tag team championship, right? Not on purpose, but it is a way, which causes more adversity, because Damian Priest is like, you vouch for him, this is your fault, that boom, boom, boom. But it works if Damian Priest is champion.
I get what you're saying.
He's gonna feel like he's above that. Plus, Damian Priest was technically, outside of Edge, Damian Priest was the first member in Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
So
here's the thing, though. Unofficially, Mommy is the one who's running Judgment Day. It's no longer Finn Balor, right? Nope. Rhea's head honcho when it comes out to Judgment Day.
Yep.
I mean, before either one of them, before Finn Balor even gets a championship run, Damian Priest has to cash in that Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
And before that happens, we already know that we're going to get Rollins versus Shinsuke one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Right. What's the next pay-per-view that's coming up? Is it not Hell in a Cell?
No.
Or no, I'm sorry. It's
Fastlane.
Fastlane?
Mm-hmm.
And it's next month.
It's Fastlane, then Survivor Series.
And then they take a break in December.
They're going to hold on to the titles through Survivor Series.
No, he's not. I think Seth Rollins is.
No.
Fastlane.
No, I'm saying
tag titles.
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day. Yeah. They're going to hold on. There's nobody out there to challenge them for the tag titles. I mean, they're building up the Viking Raiders, but that's still going to take a while.
Yeah.
And then they about to the New Day, but the New Day and Drew and Real are about to feud based off what happened on Monday.
Yeah. So I mean, and I don't think the Viking Raiders are ready to be the face of the tag team division. So, I mean, I could also see the new Street Profits under Bobby Lashley, depending on how that run goes. But I still don't see anybody right now that's strong enough at the time to even beat KO and Sami Zayn when they were tag title, tag champions, let alone Damian Priest and Finn Balor. So I feel like they're going to hold on to the tag titles for a while. Even through whatever dispute that goes down with the World Heavyweight Championship, they're still going to remain tag champs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Usos are no more. So
unless JD kind of weasels his way in as Finn Balor's tag partner while Damian Priest has the World Heavyweight Championship.
True. Okay. Y'all already talked about the tag team title?
Yeah, we talked about how much of I felt like they did too much when it came down to it took five people to lose,
But what we didn't talk about was how KO damn near missed that table when he did that swanton on Dom.
No, that was if you look at it, that was a textbook swanton bomb.
Well, it looked like I was like, yo.
When you do a swanton, your whole body is not supposed to connect. It's supposed to be the upper shoulder area. I'm telling you, that was the perfect swanton that he did on that.
Just because it's textbook don't mean that shit won't scary looking.
Oh, it was definitely scary looking. And I know that shit hurt no matter what type of reinforced padding they put on that ground. I know that hurt. KO's a big dude. And that's a lot of weight coming down when it comes down to gravity.
Facts.
I've done
y'all talked about this.
We talked about the Grayson Waller effect.
Yeah, we talked about that. So I told him, oh, that's what I said. That's what you wasn't on. So I told him, I said, if I'm right, I'm sorry, I'm taking the Oracle. Okay, you're gonna have to give it to me.
You can't be right because you don't even know what I'm gonna say.
No.
Call you. Just call you Morpheus.
I told him I told Trey, I said, if I'm right, you're gonna have to call me the new Oracle, okay? Because main event, Jey Uso will be the one to dethrone Gunther.
Oh yeah.
And become the new Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, he's winning. He's winning the doggone solo title like quick as hell.
They have to give him a push.
They have to.
They brought him over to Raw. They have to give him the push.
They can't bring him over just to fight everybody.
So Trey was saying that they think that because I said the way that they dropped the titles, KO has to be more hurt than what they originally thought.
And he wasn't on Raw.
Yeah, he wasn't on Raw. And I said that to me, he was saying that, yeah, well, do you see him teaming up with Sami Zayn? And I don't want to see that. Like, no. I don't want to see Jey Uso, who's supposed to be on a solo run, leave a tag team to come to do another tag team.
Right.
So,
now what would be very interesting, I see Jay win the Intercontinental title. It would be very interesting to see Jimmy win the US title and them face each other at Survivor Series.
See, we talked. See, I now briefly mentioned this, right? Because Jimmy's in this weird place.
Yeah, he's trying to prove himself.
I don't know what they're doing with Jimmy. Is he going back to the bloodline? Is he not? I feel like Jimmy has to face Solo.
Technically, he's still in the bloodline because Solo said, "You're not out till we say you are."
Yeah, I mean, I guess technically, but I'm just saying,
and he came out to save. He came out to help Solo in his match against AJ.
Yeah,
but now then Solo turned on him.
Jimmy
and it took Paul Heyman to get him from hitting him with the Samoan Spike. So
yeah, so Jimmy is going to be in this whole whirlwind where he's trying to prove that he's on the same level as his brother, that he's not living in his brother's shadow, that he could be main event Jimmy Uso while Jay is main event Jay Uso. Because they mentioned that a while back. You know, like people were saying that Jay became main event Jay Uso when Jimmy got hurt. So, and Roman had asked Jimmy, can you do what he do? So they're going to play on that. They're gonna play. Jimmy's gonna start fighting everybody, picking fights to show that he's got it and everything, but he's gonna be losing, and then it's like, I can't get out this drop unless I fight the person who put me in this, and it's gonna be his brother. But I more so see it at WrestleMania. That's a WrestleMania caliber fight and everything. So did y'all talk about the trade?
Not yet.
No.
So, Adam Pearce went to Jey Uso and said, yeah, since you're over here, we got to send somebody to SmackDown. Y'all think it's going to be Cody?
Of course, it has to be Cody.
No.
That's the only way you could finish the story without him winning Royal Rumble.
Yeah, him put him back on the same brand as Roman.
Yep.
That's too much of a blow for Monday Night Raw.
They got Jay.
Is it? Jay's over with the crowd.
Did you see we was going ham when he came out, man?
I saw it.
But this is the
so
reason
y'all think that Jey Uso right now is on the same level as Cody Rhodes?
I'm not saying that he's on the same level as
He's
Cody,
not on the same level, but he could.
But they know SmackDown's about to take a drop because Roman's not scheduled to be on TV no time soon.
Okay, so let me rephrase that. Do you think that Jey Uso can run Monday Night Raw and get the same numbers that Cody was getting?
Well, they got Seth too. Don't forget that. They got Seth and they got Gunther. Like, they have a better roster right now than SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
As far as star power.
As you see on SmackDown last Friday, the whole SmackDown was literally about Jimmy Uso. He was in almost every segment.
I couldn't watch SmackDown because my local
Oh
cable
yeah,
is
Fox.
feuding with so it's
mine
been
got fixed. Mine got fixed.
So it's been about 3 months now, and they're still in talks and negotiations, so they're filling the people because
yeah.
So therefore, I haven't been able to watch SmackDown.
Well, I
watch
watch all the if you got Hulu or you just catch some of the clips
but
that a
you
lot of
need
people
Hulu
like.
Live to watch it live, or you have to wait the next day, and then it's not even the full version of SmackDown. It's an hour and 20 minutes, so they cut out about 30 minutes, 40 minutes worth of content.
True.
So yeah,
but he was in almost every segment, right?
So I saw from YouTube. Yeah.
With Roman not being scheduled, they need a heavy hitter, right? So
but that's their fault.
Yeah, it is. But you send Cody over there. Cody feuds with Solo. Cody feuds with Jimmy. Cody. I mean, that's at least 3 months.
Yeah.
So when are we talking about? So we're talking about what? Cody versus Roman at WrestleMania again?
Because and somebody dropped this. I forget my source, but they were like, it won't even be Cody winning Royal Rumble. It would be Roman saying, I'm going to save you the trouble from winning the Royal Rumble and just give you your title shot at WrestleMania because I beat you once. I could beat you again.
I don't want to see that again, man. I want to see Cody going into WrestleMania as the champion.
He wants his moment. He wants his WrestleMania moment.
Yeah, he'll still get it defending.
I'll say he could always beat him at Royal Rumble for the title.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, and then have Jay win the Royal Rumble, and then have him.
He could always
have him versus Cody.
Survivor Series is supposed to be one of those big pay-per-views too. Could it be something where he drops it at Survivor Series? I don't think Survivor Series is a big enough platform.
Hell no.
For him
Roman's
to lose
not even scheduled to be at Survivor Series.
Nah, Roman's gonna be at Survivor Series.
Oh, but yeah,
he didn't miss Payback. He's about to miss Fastlane. He gonna be at Survivor Series. They're gonna have him at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we spoke about it earlier. Well, before we had to cut the stream on, Samoa Joe and MJF going at it right now in the ring on AEW. But let me see. Is there anything else that happened? So I want to talk about my experience at Monday night here in Charlotte.
Don't want to hear about that.
Nah, I got to because this is for the first time in a long time. This is the first time they've actually produced a show in Charlotte that wasn't mid as fuck. Like this is actually a pretty decent Raw.
The one time I didn't even go, right? And the crazy part about it is that I was sitting over there. I was like, you know what? I even told my wife because I was like, oh, there's some tickets. Maybe I'll go, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, I see some decent tickets. Okay, maybe I'll go. But then I was kind of happy that I didn't go because I spent all Labor Day. We were out in the water, so I probably would have been in that arena.
I ain't gonna flex during the Zoe Stark Shayna match. I did,
yeah,
for a little bit.
But I'm sitting here watching it on TV, and I'm like, yo, this is a good ass fucking show.
It was from the opening. Like I was
we opened up with Jey Uso going crazy. Then we get the Judgment Day segment was crazy. Then of course we got the match. We got the Intercontinental Championship. We got to see Gunther retain and break the record of the Honky Tonk Man.
Yeah.
So
I just
real quick, and I was pissed at first because I was like, damn, we ain't getting no Cody. But Cody and Dom had a match after Raw.
Oh, they did the dark match.
Yeah, they did the dark match. So I was like, okay, we did get to see Cody.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so used to Raw in Charlotte where, we get shitted out of somebody that we want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the one year we didn't get Roman or the Usos or whatever, and then they finally came out during the dark match, and that's when they wrestled.
Yeah, and it was dope because y'all got Jey Uso coming out the stands.
Yeah, because I was looking at the thing. I had my phone. I was ready, and I was like, "Where the hell he at?" And then then everybody started going crazy, and he was over there.
Yeah,
that's pretty dope.
Nah, but that shit was, everybody that I wanted to see pretty much showed up. Although I'm mad. This is where me and Rhea got beef because she took out Liv, so I didn't get to see Liv. But that's about it.
They got me one.
Yeah, shout out to WWE for actually putting on a decent show in Charlotte.
About time.
I'm saying. And I didn't get to see Becky. I didn't get to see Becky or Trish. I was kind of pissed about that. I did want to see Becky. I thought she was gonna come out and gloat. But the reason why she didn't is because Becky, we're gonna finish it off with this. Becky has some new things that she's working on. So Tiffany Stratton was at the Payback premium live event on Saturday, and she ran into Becky, and Becky told her, "You need to not worry about me. You got an NXT title match." And Tiffany had her match, and she won. And then Becky popped up on the screen and said that she is challenging Tiffany Stratton next Tuesday for her NXT Women's Championship.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
She said, "I've done everything." She said, "I've won every title there is to win in this company, except for that."
Okay, whatever. This is their pathetic attempt at trying to make NXT an actual like third show instead of like a developmental type show. You know what I mean? And to me, I don't know. It just doesn't work. First, they took the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships and unified them. Stupid as hell. Didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Now they got Becky, who's going to win the NXT Women's Championship.
You got Dom running around with the North American title, but he's a Raw superstar.
You know what's actually, though, the crazy thing about it, out of all the stupid shit that they've done, it actually fits. It actually works with Dom. And I feel like it does, but I feel like because I think because that works with Dom, they're trying to capitalize on that with Becky and doing this with the Women's Championship. I just don't like it. I don't know. I don't like it.
It's pointless for them even having a draft.
Yeah, it really is.
It really is. It's pointless.
Especially when you had the Bloodline forever showing up on Monday Night Raw and everything back and forth for months, you know.
Yep.
I guess what my question is, when you have someone like a Becky Lynch go to NXT to fight your champion, what result are you looking for? Because if Becky wins, then she has the NXT championship, and you're pretty much telling us that there's nothing for her to do on the main roster.
That's exactly what it is.
If Tiffany wins, does that mean that since she beat one of the top people on Raw, does that mean that there's no one left for her to beat in NXT? So you're dismissing all those women? If Tiffany loses, where does she go from here? Like, I don't understand what the
they want to keep. They're trying to keep Becky away from Rhea right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because at this point, that's the only person that can, in my opinion, that can beat Rhea would be Becky.
Right, and then as you might have heard, WWE is in the final works of re-signing Kairi Sane. So she's coming back. Yeah. She's coming back.
Is she going to SmackDown?
I'm not sure if they're doing the Kabuki Warriors yet. But it's like it's so many female superstars that's hurt, pregnant, and then you got some that's coming, and it's crazy. Like, they really don't have nothing, but at the same time they do.
Wait,
it's tragic.
Hold on, I'm tripping. Asuka lost the championship, right?
Yeah.
That's okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's why. Listen,
they got most of the women on freaking SmackDown.
Yeah, the women's division is in shambles right now. So I don't know what they're doing, man. Oracle, what they doing with the women's division?
Yeah, Oracle, I need you to book this for us.
So
Becky's going to win the championship
across,
and just be on NXT.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, the only women's division that's actually doing good right now is Impact.
Impact. I totally agree with you on that one.
And that's because Trinity has the title, and like the people that they got going against, like Jordan Grace and stuff like that, like freaking Piper Niven, she can't even compete right now because of health issues.
Yeah, Adam Pearce might be right. I don't think it's titles. It's Chelsea. Chelsea is the bad luck.
Yeah, boy.
I don't know.
No, that women's tag team championship is bad luck.
Yeah,
but the thing is, it doesn't have to be bad luck. I don't think they should get rid of it. I just need to figure out a way to just restructure that women's tag division. Maybe do a tournament or something. Get some actual tag teams and stop making makeshift tag teams.
But the tag team that they brought up
on the roster.
But the tag team that you brought up from NXT, they're on SmackDown.
Well, they got the other one with Katana and Chance. They on Raw.
What they need to do, honestly, you want to bring back some legitimacy to this women's tag team division, right? And kind of try to elevate it. Y'all gonna think this is an awful idea, but you need an actual women's tag team that can give it a good run, and then you create some other tag teams around that, right? And create a decent women's tag team division. And the only way I can see them doing that, bring back the Bella Twins and let them have a run.
Excuse me.
I actually got a tag team that might work. It'll be makeshift, but I could see it working.
Who's that?
Bianca Belair and what's her name? B-Fab from Hit Row.
When's the last time we seen B-Fab even have a match?
When's the last time we seen Hit Row have a match?
No, Hit Row's been having matches, but
I know because Michael Cole keeps calling Top Dollar Flop Dollar.
Okay, she's in the gym. B-Fab is in the gym. So I don't know if they trying to bulk her up or what.
Yeah, but that's not happening with Bianca. After she comes back from her little hiatus, her little time off,
she turning heel.
She's rolling with the Street Profits.
Okay, had two tag teams. A women's tag team and a men's tag team. That's how you get all the belts too. It ain't always got to be the main title. Eventually it will, but but I think that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, last thing. So forgot to mention this in the All Out review. CJ Perry, aka Lana, is back in wrestling. Showed up to help out Miro.
You know what?
Against Powerhouse Hobbs.
It could have went good if they did not do a WWE.
Yeah, I was waiting for Lashley to come out.
No, just having Miro like talk down on her for helping and stuff like that. I was like, oh, they brought that whole. They still got beef.
They can't never just be happy.
Yeah,
it's probably how they are at home.
And she did a Jeff Hardy by posing when you're supposed to come and interfere.
No, Jeff Hardy's was worse because he was dancing.
So, at least his was quick. His was boom, 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 boom. Take off. Hers was.
And then she
okay.
Kicked,
now
she
I'm gonna
kicked,
walk.
And then she kicked them heels off and was gone.
Yeah.
Hey, but shout out to the real MVP, them folding chairs, man.
And with that, you have been listening to Over the Ropes Wrestling Podcast. This is your man, OTR Mike Drop, aka The Oracle.
This your boy Jay, Brad Jay, soon to be the Oracle once main event Jay Uso when they're in the Continental Championship.
You'll be better off taking the name off of Seth Rollins and calling yourself the Visionary.
And this is your boy Trey, aka Treyway, aka OTR Trey, aka Wednesday Night Trey, and we are out.